much. Some people, the problem is sometimes people come in and they're like, oh, this has good music, you should crank it up. You know, and they'll be like, okay, you got it. And sometimes they'll be like, oh, this game is kind of boring, you should crank yourself up so we can just listen to you. So I never know. It's always at the mercy of whoever drops on in. So there's like the today's top scores. It starts at 10,000 on each of them, so. Is that better? Normally I don't like blasting shots all the time, like I said. Normally I just do that. But you get into really scary spots if you do that. So you just kind of gotta go through nicely. Oh, I didn't grab him. Most of the time... Okay, thank you so much. Oh, so if he gets up top, he turns into this thing. Okay. So, a couple of times I've gotten perfect little drops where I've grabbed them as they were falling just right. But I'm losing basically 1,000 points every time I don't capture them and drop them down. So if you notice, I'm at 3,600 points when I'm usually at 5,000 on this level. And it's not that big of a deal. Oh, but it really does help a lot. And the dying on the last enemy also saves you time. Preferably, if you were good enough, you wouldn't die at all, but I've come up with that one. So I get double bombs on this part. And what double bombs does is it just lets me clear out a wave and get like 1,000 points for free. 3,000 points is probably worth the time loss. So I just wait and go to these hard sections like where these guys are. And if you notice, oh, I'm just a few little clicks away. So I'm going to go fight these easy guys over here and then run into an enemy. So right here, if I run into an enemy, that's enough. That's time on that level. Like not time, but time on that one. So now I go down to Defender 2 and mash through. To be honest, I don't know, but Defender 2 is so much more complex and has so many more varying enemies that I think I'm going to need 2 lives on it. So I think what the problem is... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! There we go. Got him down. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. There we go. There's 5,000 on the first section. That's really good. 6,000 on the first section. That's really, really good. And I have 2 bombs. So remember, I will be using them right there. So what I need them for is that section with all of those guys. They're a really big pain to get away from. So that's why I stock up. That's why I like having 2 and using the 2 live strat. Is because although you can easily do this with 1 life, I've done it. It's much, much, much easier if you just don't. This is, the problem is I killed that enemy. Here we go. Oh, I'm so hungry. Oh, okay, I did give myself 2 lives. So on the first one, I really still do want to blow up on the last enemy like that, because I wasted a little bit of time there, but... Wave 2, game over. New record. That's actually time loss that I did better than I usually do. Joust. Joust is we are going up, 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 up. And I believe a guy's going to spawn up here. Hit him. That egg's going to fall right there. Hit him. Double eggs all the way, baby. Oh, I didn't get that bounce right. There we go. And this one's good. I put this one down to 1 life, so if I screw up, dang. You know, it's not that hard. But you just bounce on their heads if you've never played Joust before. I actually don't like Joust. So let's see if we can get him. Boom. Double egg. So when you clear this, it will... See if this is the clear. Yep, that's the clear. So now what we do is... Ugh. Oh no. Okay, he can get me. Thy game is over. And down. Over into Robotron. Whew. This is Super Smash TV. Collecting those gives you 1,000 points, so I should be done with this one in World 2. If I can snatch her, snatch her. Alright. And what I'm going to do here is shoot these guys and touch a guy, and that's that one. Game over. Exit down. Sin Star. Player 1. This is cranked up to the hardest difficulty. This is actually the most random of the games. I'm hoping to get below 6 minutes on this. So it's just kind of like Asteroids, but you just kind of whip it around, and it's really hard to get shot, but if I get shot, oh man, is that going to stink. Because I might get sub 6. Sub 6 minutes in this game, which is real good time. I'll stick with that and let it rock. And let somebody else come in and swoop it away from me eventually. But the secret of doing this one is crank the difficulty up, because then it makes more enemies spawn. And then you can get your score up higher. But you gotta be better when you do that. You can't be bad. And I mean, before it was too easy, to be completely honest. I was getting bored with it, which is why I just cranked the difficulty, and then I was like, oh. Oh man, that was close. So if you notice, you can just run into absolutely everything in this game. And I was just bouncing off the walls looking for enemies to kill, because each thing only gives you a little bit of points. The red guys don't even shoot at you. And the workers, the circle ones, don't really show up unless you crank the difficulty. So I'm at 9,000. Oh, come on. Oh, there's 10,000. There it is. Now I just need to die. I'm at the mercy of the game. Come on, game. Come on, get me. Get me. There we go. That's... time. Ah, 6:34.
6:34.
6:34. That's a save of 3 minutes. Oh, and I gotta eat. I'm really hungry. But yeah, that's world record. Wow. No, it's not that impressive. I know I can get this down below 6 minutes. But I lost a little bit of time because I beat my high score on one of the games, so it went to this screen. You wanna get a pretty high score on your own so that you don't get that to pop up. But you just beat the 10,000 high score on every game that it gives you at the start of the game. But you might say, well, why don't you just like restart the game? If you restart, it saves your files, it saves your high scores, and I'm gonna just turn the game off and turn the game back on and see if it starts you back at 10,000. But I don't think that's the way the game. You're just losing time, you know, if you restart the game and have to go through that screen every time.